Welcome to another episode of The Canon, where I bring you the latest in comic book and superhero movie news. I'm your host, Terry, and I'm ready to bring you the stuff that matters. Starting off with Star Wars Episode 8 finally gets a title. It is called The Last Jedi. So this was tweeted out earlier this week, along with the description that it is continuing the Skywalker story. So I am going to keep this. Right now it's too early to tell what this might mean or how it will fit, because we don't know much about the story itself. However, the title sounds good, and we do know The Last Jedi could refer to a number of people, which caused some speculation, and that's what we want. It could be Luke, it could be Leia, it could be Kylo Ren, and it might be Rey, because we don't know who her parents are. But for me, I think that The Last Jedi refers to Luke Skywalker. That's what Yoda called him before he died, and that's what we kind of know right now, that he's the only Jedi left. So I think this title simply means we're going to focus more on his story instead of Rey's or Kylo's. Is really going to be Luke Skywalker centric. Now, the one thing I will say is that the poster showed a red font or lettering that we aren't really used to with the Star Wars, and I definitely think that is definitely something they did on purpose. What it means, we don't know yet. Some people think it means someone will die. Some people think it means that Rey is actually going to go to the dark side. So a lot of interesting theories. I can't tell you right now, but I'm interested in seeing what we get next, whether it be a teaser or more images. And it'll be fun to kind of see this story kind of get unveiled to us as we get closer to the actual movie. So next up, we have Wolverine himself, Hugh Jackman, basically confirming that the Logan movie will be in a different timeline than the rest of the X-Men universe. So I am going to sweep this. The reason I sweep it is because X-Men universe has been very confusing up to this point with multiple timelines already. We have actors and actresses that are playing different Professor X, Magneto, Storm, Mystique, Cyclops, Jean Grey, everybody. So it's already kind of has a lot going on. Now you're going to add another layer to it where it's not even a new timeline, it's a new reality, the way he explained it. Basically an alternative universe. So I think Fox is not in a position to add to his plate. It's already been kind of crossing the lines with their fans for all these years. I think this isn't a franchise that has the luxury of adding other confusing things to it, because you already have Deadpool, which is another timeline. We're not exactly sure where that fits in. So it's all up in the air. I think it is a smart idea because it opens up possibilities with the characters. It's going to be a rated R movie. You can play around with it. It can be different because it's not the same universe. However, again, for me, I just feel like they don't have that luxury. Now, coming into Logan, I was wondering about the Days of Future Past. At the end of that movie, we saw everything come back to normal. Everything was good, and it seemed like they fixed it. However, Logan says this is a post-apocalyptic world. All the X-Men are dead. And I'm like, what happened? I thought we fixed this thing. But it seems the alternative universe is the answer to that. And again, it's smart, it makes sense, but this is not the movie, because we got to see how they explain it. Hugh Jackman did say it's part of the story, and they're going to explain why it's an alternative universe. So I'll wait and see how they do it, how well they do it, and that might sway me one way or the other. But as I sit here today, I just don't think it's a good idea. But hey, if they bring Cable in and, make it make sense, then go right ahead. Now, speaking of Cable and Deadpool and X-Men, Deadpool had a lot of hype coming into Oscar season, and people thought it was going to get nominated for something, whether it be screenplay or whether it be Best Motion Picture. Now, nominations came out and Deadpool didn't get any nominations. So I'm going to actually sweep it. I think that this is not the best movie for me. I didn't like it after the first time. I mean, I liked it, and I liked it a lot. After the first time, I don't think it's as good. But it's not the best movie to me. However, I did root for it because this is a mountain that the genre has not climbed yet. It is not seen as the elite movies or with the award type movies. So we haven't got that prestige yet. So I was rooting for it. But at the same time, the Academy is the Academy. We can understand that they don't always let in the new age stuff. And so rated R comic book comedy, yeah, probably makes sense they didn't put it in. But there are 10 spots for Best Motion Picture. Only 9 got nominated. You gotta feel Deadpool had an outside shot just to get nomination. No way it was gonna win. But just to be nominated would be a big milestone. Screenplay is a little more difficult because you're honoring, the script. And, I don't know if Deadpool deserved that. But Best Motion Picture could have snuck in there. You could have thrown him a bone. Now, one thing is funny, Suicide Squad got nominated for Best Hairstyle and Makeup. So yes, Suicide Squad at the end of the day could be an Oscar-winning movie for all you haters out there. But at the end of the day, Deadpool didn't get his Oscar nomination. So we have to keep fighting that fight, and hopefully one day, whether it's DC, Marvel, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, somebody will break that and get into the consideration. So the last bit of news, spoiler warning. If you have not saw Split, stop listening. If you have not saw Split, stop listening. Please stop listening. Now, if you're still listening, that means you saw Split. You know it's in the Unbreakable universe with that last twist at the end. Unbreakable starring Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson. They are in the same universe, which is kind of comic book superhero stuff, but it's not glitz and glamour colorful. It's down to earth. M. Night Shyamalan has confirmed he will be working on Unbreakable 3. He's already started an outline for the movie, and that is going to star Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, and James McAvoy. He does believe it's his next project, and it will close out the trilogy, or probably not. It seems like with the success of it, I think M. Night is going to ride that wave and keep making movies, but for this story, it might close it out. So I'm going to keep it. I really liked the movie Unbreakable. This was before comic book movies was comic book movies, and I was young, and I really liked that way they told that story. And I love Split, even before I knew it was in the same universe. So now that I know these are together, and they're going to have a crossover movie, I'm super excited about it, and we don't really know when it's coming out. M. Night hasn't announced any of that, but we know it's coming, and so that's something to be excited about. He also did say that he shot a scene where Bruce Willis and Mr. Glass, it shows how they've been fighting each other over the years, and he didn't put it in a movie, but now we know that these two have been battling over the last 15 years. I personally don't think McAvoy, the Beast, will be a villain per se, because we know he has personalities in his mind. Some of them are good, and I don't think he's clear-cut villain. I think it's going to be a three-way battle for power type deal, and we'll see those three kind of come to head. So I'm excited. I can't wait to hear what the story is. But M. Night is back on the train, so hopefully we find out pretty soon when that's coming. And Bruce Willis can finally give us a good movie in a long, long time. But that's it for today. So go to the comment section. Let me know what you thought. thecanonvlog@gmail.com. Send any requests, things you might want me to cover, feedback, comments, all those good things. Like, thumbs up, subscribe. And if you heard it here, it's official canon.